that will not go away, definitely not. I do think that the big threat to journalism is boring journalism.
Mm-hmm.
You see the papers nowadays, going down.
Right.
My kids, they don't watch television. And when I ask them why, they say it's boring.
That's right. Informational television.
Exactly,
right.
yeah, television,
Education,
newspapers, magazines, anything, they're boring. It's not about the media, it's not about paper or online or anything. I think it's the attitude towards, the journalist's attitude to their work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's storytelling, the wonderful art of storytelling. The aim is that people should read from the beginning to the end. And it's storytelling. If it's an interesting story, they read it. If it's a boring story, they won't read it. It's not about the subject, it's not about the media, it's about the mindset in the writer.
That's how to capture people.
Yeah.
And I think that's more important, or equally or less important than making sure to show both sides of that story. I mean, I hear on the news in the morning very pointed accounts of anything political or anything going on with Arizona laws right now or that kind of thing, because the Bay Area is very liberal, and so local news is I hear it very liberal. I don't often hear the other side. Myself, being relatively liberal, I just wonder about, I'm a big fan of full transparency. I want both of the stories there. But they're hard to find because content is really driven, at least online, in terms of its popularity. I think one of the problems with that is that those who are consuming it have a certain level, and if you're grading on a curve, have a certain level of intelligence and patience and endurance to listen to things all the way through the story, or beyond the one guy they believe in all the time. Who might just have a certain opinion.
But the problem is, if you take a number of say articles now and put it on the table in front of a reader, and you ask them to pick the best one, they always tend to pick the one with the opinion they agree with. You always do that unconsciously. I agree with this one, this is a good magazine. I don't agree with this one, this is a bad magazine. That you always do the same, that kind of decision unconsciously. So the aim of journalism is actually to give both sides. Yes, definitely. But you need transparency. That's also very important. I also think that it's okay to have your own opinion. A journalist or a columnist or something to have your own opinion. But you need to be honest about it. You need to be honest. This is my opinion.
And clear.
Like it or not, but you need to be clear about it. And some media aren't. That's the problem. They sort of cheat. So you think they have done scrutinized research about this, but it's not. And that's cheating.
Yeah, and see, I think this can become very dangerous with things like branded drug companies doing commercials and targeting consumers who don't know the alternatives or the impacts, that type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's very important.
Yeah, not just in that. So how do you see? You said it's very different here versus Sweden. What are the primary things you see as different in the innovation process or in the tech process? What are you taking back?
First of all, we're
lazy. We get up late. We know this.
Yeah, we're a socialist country. I don't know. We have completely different tax structures. We have the highest taxes in the world, but it's all included. We get the health care, we got the dentists, schools, universities, all for free. It's included in the taxes. So if you add up, I did this exercise. If you add up all the taxes and the insurances and health care and stuff you have in the US, it's absolutely more or less the same thing. Like 50% of the salary is expenses concerning your family life. But there are some big differences. For example, that the car insurance here is huge compared to Sweden. For example, yeah, half of my rental car is insurance.
Oh yeah.
Yes, insane.
Oh
but
yeah.
Still.
We know you're going to wrap it around a tree.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But still, Silicon Valley is like a very important. It's a mindset, definitely a mindset. But also Sweden being a very small country, 9 million people. So it's like. Do you have any state that's 9 million?
Maybe Georgia.
Georgia, yeah. Or,
that's completely different.
Yeah, around New Jersey, I don't know.
Check those numbers
Yeah,
afterwards.
exactly.
See how close I was.
Yeah, but we do have a very high proportion of the population have an academic degree, like more than half of them, more than 50%. So
right. Drives so many people to go to university to get more education, and that's better for the country in the long run.
Yeah.
We struggle with a lot of welfare programs and unemployment, and California in particular for that. So let me ask a kind of fun question. You're also a self-titled punk rocker on Facebook. So I've got these pictures, and we'll show the listeners and viewers these pictures. If you're listening to the podcast, go ahead and go online to lisacast.com.
Maybe we can publish a link.
And we can, we'll publish a link in those pictures. So before chemistry, and before many years of journalism, you took up music.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And here's a band. Do you remember the band's name here?
Oh, sure. N-liners. That N is for natural sciences.
Natural sciences.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the band members are made of yourself, who's the chemist.
Yeah, and today there's 3 PhDs in the band. Well, the former band. We split up at 1982.
That's great.
So we have a PhD in physics, and a PhD in biology, and a PhD in zoology.
Which is highly correlated to music in some way. Math, certainly. But probably a great creative release for you guys.
Oh yeah, sure. But still, music is part of my second life. Definitely, I still practice music, although I sing instead.
That's right.
Yeah,
you're the lead at the choir.
Exactly. Is that
right?
I'm president of the chamber choir of Uppsala Cathedral.
Oh, that's nice. How long have you been doing that?
Since mid-80s, something like that.
That's wonderful.
1980s, yeah.
Hopefully we'll get to share some of your music and.
Sure, it's on Amy Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. If you don't know who Amy Street or where Amy Street is, it's a great website for independent music publishers, and I hope to have them on Lisa Cast soon. Thank you, Jan.
Yep,
I
my
appreciate
pleasure.
you being with me, and wish you a nice journey home, and that you'll take some of that Silicon Valley spirit and mindset back with you.
Oh yeah, I will definitely. Yeah, thank you.